What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Another Monday ramble, and had a great weekend. You know, I finally I reached Twitch affiliate. Thanks to the love and support of everybody in a certain community that I joined up on. I don't know. It was like streaming almost seemed like frivolous. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't gonna, like something like that was never gonna happen, right? So it's very exciting for me. Awesome possum. But for the most part, this ramble is going to be about newer streamers or lower level streamers. Maybe you've been streaming for a while even, and you know your numbers seem low. They're low. They're maybe you only got a couple of followers. You know, for the longest time, that's where I was at, right? And that might be where you're at. You're stuck or something like that. So we're going to go through some things. Well, I'm going to talk about some of these things, right, that may change the way that you not only think, but how you try to branch out, how you try to bring people around you to maybe want to watch you, maybe even help you reach your goals, right? Because people forget that most of the Twitch viewers are mostly streamers themselves, right? A lot of them are streamers themselves who want to network. They want to do a bunch of different things, right? They'll even want to play with you, right? For obvious reasons, because there's one reason why they're on Twitch, right? Is video games, right? They want to play games too. So there's certain things that I see with other Twitch streamers, and also like for myself, right? A big difference of how I am compared to where I used to be. And sometimes you're going to have to prioritize chat, right? Engage with your chat, and things like that. It might affect your gameplay, whatever, but you know, you want to try to engage with them, get them going, and give them a reason to be there. Give them a reason to want to watch you, want to interact with you, and support you, and things like that, right? You're also going to have to be active in other people's streams, so you got to try to network into other people's streams. So now this is the tough part, right? You don't want to be rude and sit there in somebody else's stream talking about just your stream and trying to, you know, whatever. You're not even asking questions about their game. You're not asking questions about certain things you notice maybe in the background or something, you know, things like that. You want to be courteous. You want to, you know, treat others the way you want to be treated in a sense, right? You want to create an environment kind of like you want in your own stream, right? So before that, if you guys enjoy the video, this chats or anything like that, follow me up, hit that subscribe button, stuff like that. On Twitch, I'm Cloud Slayer 53. Drop me a follow there. Show me some love on stream. I follow back. I've been interacting with a lot more people's streams. I'll leave you a lurk, you know, because that affiliate grind is tough, right? It seems easy for some people, but for others, might be darn near impossible. But you want to be a little bit more active, you know. I always spam emotes. I know, like when some streamers get a little bit bigger, they hate that spam or something like that. So I enjoy it, man. It should get you hyped, you know. Like people are willing to take time out of their lives to show you love and show you some support. And like, to me, I don't know why people don't like it, but if you're, I suppose because I'm not at that level, but if you're a bigger streamer or something like that, you get sick of it. You want to hear actual dialogue going on or something like that. But you know, it's just maybe you shouldn't be as picky when you first start out, right? You got to know when you're starting out, when you're lower levels, you're trying to create engagement or whatever the case may be, that not to lower your standards or anything like that, but to be, you know, to allow something else that maybe you don't like to see. You don't like to see emotes, but, you know, maybe that helps, that allows the viewer to interact, and that's how they choose to interact. That's what I do. I spam the emotes because it's awesome. I like people's sick emotes when they get emotes. If you don't have emotes yet, the grind's real. You got to work hard at it. You keep streaming and keep trying to interact with other people. You got to join communities. So if you don't have a Discord, I would highly recommend getting a Discord because most streamers, they're going to be running off of Discords, and they're building communities on those things, right? And don't think about that yet. You don't have to worry about building your own community at the beginning, because you're trying to build up to that, right? Everything, it seems to be coming in steps, right? So I just hit affiliate, but I have yet to make a Discord community, so I'll have to work on that upcoming too. So a lot of this stuff, it takes a lot of time and effort, and if you got the patience and the willingness to learn and to do these things, you're on your way, right? But as I said, you have to have the patience and the willingness to do that, to learn, keep it open mind, right? You got to keep an open mind at all times, and things like that. So you don't want to. So we'll go through a couple of them here. Like you don't want the things you want to try to do is engage others while they're streaming, and be supportive. And sometimes you're not going to get that support back, but other times you'll get that support back, right? And things like that. So you show as much support as you can. If you have a computer, it's a little easier. You can lurk in like multiple chats. You can communicate in multiple chats, right? But if you don't have a PC, you just got your phone. You'll have to be jumping like from stream to stream. But you'll definitely want to try to lurk and show people love whenever you can, right? You're away from your phone. Just be like, hey man, I'm gonna leave you a lurk or something like that. And chances are some people will remember that. And they'll have a greater willingness to want to raid you. You know what I mean? So when they're ending their stream, and if they're seeing you stream, they'll definitely drop you a raid. And that comes to the next one there too, is raid. Whenever you have somebody there, drop somebody that you follow a raid, somebody that shows you love. You drop that back to them if you see them streaming. And let's see here. Or if you don't see anybody that maybe drop a raid to somebody that you don't know, and then after you drop the raid, you interact a little bit and be like, hey man, I seen your gameplay. I'm watching you now for a little bit maybe, and that you seem like a down to earth person, and I'd like to get to know you or something. You know what I mean? You gotta work on those things. So gotta try to show love whenever you can, wherever you are, and things like that. Because sometimes, well, this is my experience now. You could tell friends, family, whatever, and they might, they'll be like, oh, cool, whatever. How many views you got? Oh, you get 0 right now. Oh, that whatever, and it can be discouraging. So I know a lot of people, they don't tell their family, they don't tell their actual friends and stuff like that, which is, that's up to you. But if they want to choose to support you and be there for you, that's cool too. But sometimes it could be kind of demeaning if they don't show up to those things, right? And things like that, which is fine. Everybody has a life, but not everybody can get over it. Not everybody can think of it in a positive aspect like that, right? Somebody might get salty. Hey man, you can tune my stream, whatever. But you got to try not to get mad at it. Like people are busy. You got to remember that too. So these are things not to do, and one of them is self-promoting. A lot of people, they do not like that, and things like that. Just like drop subtle hints. You got to try to drop them like, hey, yeah, man, I like to stream sometimes too, or something, or You know, like maybe once in a while, like they won't mind. But if you're like constantly spamming that you stream or whatever, people do not like that stuff. So try not to do that. You know what I mean? And you know, you might get banned. You might get banned. You might get unfollowed or something like that. So, and things like that. Oh, and you know, you just gotta show proper etiquette. So you want to treat others the way you want to be treated, and you know, follow the rules, respect that stuff. So some more cons is that, you know, or some things that not to do is not showing love. To say that you're going to be there for them, and you never show up, right? You never show up to a stream, but you expect them to be there for you. Don't do that. You know, you gotta, when you say you're gonna do something, you gotta do it. You gotta show up, right? Show up and show out, or whatever that looks like. And you know, you'll be on your way. People remember that stuff. They don't forget, and things like that. Sometimes it's gonna be there's gonna be other people in the same boat as you that are gonna remember that more. So if you're in like a big streamer's stream saying that stuff, they might not remember. They might not, because you're not clicked up with them. You don't know anybody that they know or anything like that, so they don't mention you or whatever. So they might get offended. They might get more offended than somebody else in the same boat where they're, you know, they're just starting out, where they're trying to grow, they're trying to recruit more followers or something like that. So you got to be mindful of that. They drop you a Discord, take that invite, see what they're about, see how their community is, and see how receptive they are to you as a fellow streamer, right? But it takes you being active to do that. So I guess I keep going to the bads, but I keep saying the goods and things to do, the positive things to do to help you. So, but anyways, you got to keep these things in mind as a smaller streamer and things like that. If you want to try to find a little bit more success, if whatever you're doing isn't working out, you got to try something new. You got to expand. You got to learn new things, you know, and sometimes that involves getting out of your comfort zone. So you don't like to talk and chat, you don't like to do stuff like that, it's fine, but you should at least say, hey, what's up, man? I'm going to leave you a lurk. I'm not too good at chatting or something like that, you know, and or because you might have anxiety. You see other people in their stream or something like that, you know. It can be frightening. So these are just like simple things to keep in mind as a streamer. You know, I know I did a piss poor job of separating pros and cons, or good and bad, or whatever I was aiming for. But in these rambles, I never really go in with the game plan. I do it off the cuff. I do it from the top of my head, and that, you know, these are just certain things that, from my own experience, that I have to do. Now, not everybody's gonna go through those same things. Not everybody's gonna have the same growing pains. You got to remember that. And you might be a hell of a lot more entertaining than I am, which, you know, it's a low standard. It's not a very high standard, but it is what it is. If you're someone like me, then these are more steps to help you branch out, you know. So I personally started streaming to get out of my shell a little bit more with that kind of stuff, and kind of meet more like-minded people, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna have to do your best. That's all you can do, right? When things don't work, switch it up. Find a different way to do it. You're not gonna learn how to be better at these things watching this YouTube video or any other YouTube video. You're gonna learn it from going out there and interacting and trying to be a different type of you. You know, you can watch videos all day, but is that working on yourself? Absolutely not. So get out there, try to engage with other people, try to treat them the way you want to be treated, and try to decipher through whether you want to be a part of those communities, whether you want them to be a part of your community, whether you're going to pursue this thing or not, right? And For some people, it's a side gig, right? For other people, it's a way of life. It's something that they do for a living. So those are things to keep in mind. So, but anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys like this content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me over there on Twitch if you're into that kind of stuff. Cloud Slayer 53. Show me some love. I'll show it back. I always do. I follow back and things like that. Try to get some games in if you guys want to play some games. I'm interested in all types of games. We're just having a Sunday Smash Day with the boys at Rocket League. So it's always fun. So, but anyways, love you guys. Peace.